Dennis Michael Lynch is an investigative filmmaker who was at that rally today and took that footage. Dennis, what did you find?
Other than my hands being frostbitten, I found droves and droves and droves of people. You know, Megan, that I cover a lot of these marches. I have never seen one so big. In fact, it was like trying to film the Grand Canyon. There were so many people. And the most impressive part about it was that the majority of the people there were kids, youth, teens. And none of them, you would never be able to tell that it was so cold. They were all happy. Everything was positive. And again, I go to these rallies, and periodically you'll have your somebody who's a little nutty, or you'll hear curse words, or they're slamming the opposite viewpoint. Not today. These people were completely 100% positive, expressing their First Amendment right. That was the beautiful part of today. You know, it was also a... Go ahead.
Let me ask you this, because earlier on Fox we showed the latest polling suggesting that the views on abortion in this country are changing, which a lot of people didn't believe was going to happen. They thought, people held these views one way or the other, and it was going to be entrenched. But look at that. It is now 3 points in favor of the pro-life position in this country, 48 to 45. Just over a year ago, it was the opposite. It was 8 points in favor of the pro-choice position. I've heard many commentators today suggest that that is because of the advance of things like technology. More and more we're seeing, sonograms and proof of what a 20 to 24-week-old fetus, which can be aborted in most states, looks like in the womb. And in fact, here is some video of that, which is tough to turn a blind eye to. Was that discussed today?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What you're showing right now, there were signs in the thousands like that. And, Megan, I like to know about my topics before I cover them. I went to this march today. I learned so much just from listening to the speeches. And this is where the irresponsibility comes into the mainstream media. You cannot solve problems by hiding from them, or pretending that they don't exist, or pretending that hundreds of thousands of people aren't going to march through the streets. The way you bring people together and solve problems is by addressing them. And so the mainstream media is so irresponsible what they're doing. And I will say, I know you don't like the accolades, but so many people today said, thank goodness for Fox. But can I just tell you a quick story? What I saw today really hurt. There was so many kids going through the street, and there I see a sign that says pro-life from Syracuse, New York, carried by kids. And I couldn't help but to think that their governor just said, we don't want you in our state. What kind of leader does that? I'll tell you what, Governor Cuomo, as a New Yorker, we don't need governors like you in the United States of America.
And he has yet to apologize for those comments. David Michael Lynch.
Who needs his apology? Good to see you.
Good to see you.